I wonder what the traffic will be like today. I should pick up a coffee for the road. Man, I love this Jeep. Okay, awesome. Let's get this show on the road.
This stupid stop-start system. I forgot to press the button. Stupid stop-start. What you need is the SmartStopStart system. Look good. Oh, you look good. No, you look good.
Hey, welcome to Cheaper Jeeper TV. I'm Dino, your host. Glad to see you here. In this episode, I'm going to talk to you about the SmartStopStart device that I'm holding in my hand. It's this little module with a plug going in and out of each end. So the story about this SmartStopStart system is when I bought my initial Jeep Wrangler 2018. It was an unlimited Sahara. I had it all loaded up, and then I had to deal with that auto stop start feature. And as you saw in the video, people like me sometimes forget. I know there's people out there that say, oh, just press the button, that's all. And they're right, but there still are people like me who will forget, and then when it turns off on you at an intersection, the jolt of it starting up, some people don't like it and they want a solution to that. All they want is that when you press this button to disengage the auto stop start, that it remembers that you pressed that button. Because the way the Jeep works, when you turn off the Jeep, it sets back to on by default. So when you turn on the Jeep, the auto stop start system is engaged, and you have to remember to turn it off again. And as we already discussed, people forget and they don't like that it engages on them, that sort of thing. So the SmartStopStart device is the solution to that. The way it works is it gets plugged in between the wires of the button and the module that records everything, and this SmartStop device remembers what your last setting was on the switch. That's all it does. It doesn't impact anything else in the Jeep. It just remembers what the setting was where you last left it. So when you turn off the Jeep, if you had the auto stop system disengaged, it remembers that that button was pressed and the system was disengaged. So when you start it up, the system will be disengaged. Now, there are a number of ways that you could disable that system. Some are more intrusive than others. For example, you can remove one of the switches under the hood, but what that does is it leaves a light in your dash on all the time to let you know that your auto stop start is disabled. So if you didn't want to see that, there's other ways to go about it. Now, the SmartStopStart device is not very expensive, and I'll have a link to it in the description section, and it's not too intrusive. It's just a matter of putting this little unit between the button on your dash and the module that the wires from the button go to, and all it does is it helps your Jeep remember what setting you left the auto stop start system at. Now, in the Jeep, if you press the button, the light will come on, which tells you you have disabled the auto stop system. So light on means it's off. So that could throw people off, I know. But basically, if the light isn't on, it means your auto start system is engaged. Now, there are some conditions where your auto stop system won't work. It's like when the engine is too cold and it's heating up the cabin, or vice versa if it's very hot and it's cooling down the cabin. But once everything's stable, that system is engaged unless you push the button and that little light will come on. Now, when you turn off your Jeep, all the systems go back to zero. So that light goes off, and next time you start up your Jeep, the light stays off and you don't realize it, but your auto start system is engaged again. So if you push the button and that light comes on to disengage the auto stop start, this little unit will remember that setting. So the next time you turn on your Jeep, the little light down there is on to remind you it remembered to keep the auto start system disengaged. So let me show you how this gets installed. It's quite easy, actually. The device simply gets plugged into a connection under this area under the steering wheel, and the best way to access it is to pull off this panel. You could use panel tools to help remove the panel, but I just used my hands and firmly tugged at it, and you could see the 6 white clips that hold the panel in place. Now we gotta look up under here and I'll show you. The plug you have to access is just above the OBD port, as you could see in this image right here. I'm showing you the image from the SmartStopStart instructions because it's much clearer, but also they show you that it's the plug that's on the left with the red and white wires that you need to remove. That plug has a trapezoid shape on the top, and then with your thumb you just squeeze the little trigger on the bottom of that plug and then pull it out. And now with that plug dangling and hanging down below the dash, you take the SmartStopStart system and use that similar plug to the one you removed and plug it under the dash where you just removed the previous plug. With the SmartStopStart module now plugged into the Jeep, the plug that you removed earlier now goes into the SmartStopStart module. Now with this device in place, wherever you leave your auto stop start system in place is where you'll find it. So if you have it off, when you turn the Jeep back on, it'll still be off. Okay, so now it's done. Now before anybody comments in the comment section, I know it's very tight down there. I'm lucky my hands are small, but even for me it was a little difficult to get it done, but it is doable. And once you snap it in place, you go, oh well, that wasn't that hard. But while you're working under there with all the wires and trying to get your fingers and some leverage to squeeze that pin, it can be a little bit frustrating, but once it's in, you could set it and forget it. But now when I drive, all I have to do is press that button to tell the Jeep I don't want auto stop start to work, and it'll remember that setting. So when I turn off the Jeep and then turn it back on, it remembers where it was last set. And although on the instructions it says in the paperwork when you take it to the dealer you may want to take it off in case they use that as an excuse for something else happening, well, I'm not sure. With my other Jeep, I just left it in there and the button works as designed. You turn it on, it goes on, you push it to turn it off, it goes off. It's just that it remembers. But other than that, I didn't have any issues with it, but I didn't bring it to the dealer much because I did my own service most of the time. But even if there's other service work like bearings or whatever, nobody's going to consider this as an issue. So it's a very non-intrusive way to deal with that issue, and I know there's other systems out there like Taser, and for those of you who are getting a 2024, the firmware as of the date of this release of this video hasn't been sent out yet, and there will be one coming, and that also allows you to do a million other things. But there are some people that say, no, my Jeep is fine the way it is, I just want to deal with this one issue and I don't want to spend as much as the Taser. Well, this is less expensive, it does deal with this issue, and it's not bad. So that's it. I hope that you found it interesting. I'll have a link to this device in the description section. If you found the video interesting, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, feel free to hit the subscribe button and the alert bell so you'll be notified when the next video is released. Until the next time, I'm Dino for Cheaper Jeeper TV. Be well, stay safe, take care.